Gee, I sure hope this works.
And the weird thing is I have no idea. Well, I suppose I could go and open my own stream and check it again. I have no idea why the mic doesn't seem to be working on this. And trust me, I have troubleshooted my own dumb things that I do. The mic is definitely on. That was the first thing I checked. The mic is on, the volume is up, but doesn't actually seem to be broadcasting on YouTube, which is really weird. You can hear me now. Okay, I don't know what that was. That was so weird. All I did was come out of OBS and put it back on, but doesn't matter. I think it's kind of funny though that there was no explanation for this. By the way. The actual explanation is I forgot to feed Spyro the last time I streamed and he died. Sorry about that. Yeah, come on. Okay, so starting the stream with no actual pre-stream intro on this video, because I kind of want to get back in and play because I miss doing this so much. But technically, I actually have been playing a lot of Spyro 1. I just haven't been streaming this version. I was going to play this on Friday, and then our internet went out for 2 days. But because I was really having a bit of a Spyro fixation, I decided to start up a different mod, which was Pete's Gauntlet, which is kind of this hard mode version. And it's weird playing the game normally because I'm kind of locked into the mindset of how difficult some of the random options of that have been. Like you play with a time limit and oh, okay. You play with a time limit and getting lives like this freezes the time also, so I keep looking at these extra lives thinking, I gotta get that, and then I'm gonna be able to finish the level real quick. Fortunately, I didn't get too far into this level. I didn't actually save anything or complete anything major. I was going to say that I've been grinding so much for that mod, my Spyro skills have really improved, but then I immediately got hit by a really avoidable enemy, so maybe I shouldn't boast too hard. Yeah, but if you see me absolutely hauling dragon ass through these levels, it's because I keep feeling like I have to go fast. I probably shouldn't have started up a second mod during this mod. Oh, I missed a gem back there. This is also a second, like a little texture pack called Scales. I was going to link it in the description, but I forgot to, so I'll add that after I'm done. There's also a post about it on Tumblr as well, which is very, very user-friendly little way of changing Spyro's texture, and you can really play around with the transparency. And I figured, well, this might be a fun opportunity to create a little dry bones variation of Spyro, and I think it actually works quite well. Yeah, I like that. Like, you can take his wings away, you can take, you know, everything behind his ribs away. Sounds a little morbid when I put it that way, I suppose, but I think it looks cool.
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
Also, weirdly enough, something I was mentioning, and ironically you couldn't actually hear, was that the level music is really quiet for some reason. I actually noticed this when I was playing the Pete's Gauntlet mod, that it's just Terrace Village. No other game is mixed, no other level in the game, I should say, is mixed this way. Just this one. I don't know why. Like, yeah, full game audio, just really, really quiet. Maybe they had more of a, I don't know, laid-back mood in mind for Terrace Village. Yeah. Every time I play a different challenge variation of a game, I go into the next one thinking I have the same handicaps. It is so hard to break out of that, isn't it? Like, that's on me for some reason deciding to do that halfway through a game I was already playing. Like, I'm looking at this thinking, oh, I should have known that happens as well, because that messed me up so many times. Especially when sometimes the game will roll a sparksless level for you, so you cannot get sparks back at all, which means it's basically a one-hit run. And this guy can hit you from way up there, and that got me so many times. I guess I like to do more of a variety when I stream as well. I wouldn't do just one game over and over again, so when I complete this one, I wouldn't personally stream a Spyro for a while, but when it's been a decent break, like a good few months from now, I think I would like to do a Pete's Gauntlet stream. One of the best dragons in the game right here, by the way.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
The model looks so good. I'm really glad I went with this texture idea. It looks better than I could have imagined. Such a fun way to play it. Oh, I really mistimed that. I thought I was being real sneaky there. Everything here? Good. It's 20 degrees below freezing in my house, no heating, and the worst of all, the weather has the nerve to be, like, not cold and not snow. It is cold but not snow. That is... yeah, that does feel incredibly unfair. You don't even get the enjoyment of what should be cold weather. It hasn't snowed here at all yet, actually. I don't know if we're supposed to be getting some of it. I did not think I was going to aim for that. See, and the whole point of the Pete's Gauntlet mod is to go to these vortexes or vortices when you have enough things. Like, it's a completely random collection as well. I don't know why I'm describing a mod that I'm not even playing right now, but I need to give context for the weird mindset I'm locked into while playing this version. Is that each level randomizes with a certain amount of collectibles you have to gain. You know, a certain amount of gems, eggs, dragons before the vortex opens, and I'm just like still looking at it thinking, what do I need? And what I need to do is just complete the levels normally and go as slow as I like. I've got several hours of which to do this in. I might beat it tonight, I'm still not really sure. Depends how difficult this gets. It already flurried a little bit in early November. We've just had, yeah, it's just been cold. Had nothing like that, unfortunately, so far. What was that noise? Wait, what was that sound effect? I've never heard that sound in the game. But they just made the tiniest little, like... I don't know what that was. And I know this game sounds very well. Oh, I didn't get used over here, did I? What did I miss, actually? See, this is the problem when I've had to be absolutely gunning it through the levels and just picking up what I need, is that I've forgotten now where everything— oh, you back here. That did— no? 5? There's an enemy somewhere. Sound of Spyro forgetting to hit the cough button. I've had like actual oh, these guys. Yes. And you know what? I don't have to hit the vortex. I can leave. I'm free. I just leave whenever I want. Yeah, I've actually had... this is gonna make me sound like such an overly anxious person, but I think I'm enough streams in now that reputation has probably already been earned. I have had stress streams where I've started streaming and like I haven't realised the mic is on, or somebody interrupts me, or I don't realise the stream has even started. Not frequently, just like occasionally, I'll wake up from one of those. The slight sense of, oh no, how embarrassing, and then it hasn't actually happened, so I can chill. It's amazing that of all those dreams, I actually had the reverse of that experience today, where nobody could hear me at all, which is quite, in its way, relaxing. Should I do Wildfly, get Wildfly out of the way? I probably should grab a bunch of gems, actually, yeah. I don't really need them as badly as I did at the start of this mod. Because look at how high I can jump now. Look at that. I think I'm now, unless I'm a little bit over it, I think I'm at regular charging speed and jump height. So curious to see what it'll look like when I come out of here with about, what, 300 gems or so? Also curious to see if I'll do this first time or not. Wildflight is a weird one for me. I could absolutely crush it, but it could take a few tries. Also, this music always makes you think of, I think I'm pretty sure I've mentioned the PlayStation Underground video that I used to watch when I was a kid, where Stuart Copeland talks about composing music. I've definitely mentioned that on this exact stream before. But the example is he's composing the music for this level. And that has stuck in my mind after all these years. And what a great track it is as well. So you actually get to see him putting this one together, which is very cool. I have gone entirely the wrong way, by the way, so yeah, this isn't a first try thing. I've completely lost where I am. Nice. Is there a mod where you can put a white sheet with eye holes cut out in Spyro so it looks like a cartoon ghost? I wish you could do that. This game is getting better and better mods every single year. And that should be the next one, I feel. They really cracked this game open about 3 or so years ago. I'm not sure what happened in the Spyro modding community, but there was just like a bunch of new stuff coming out. I don't know if it was somebody finally reverse engineering what the source code was, or somebody just made this other kind of huge breakthrough. But yeah, you know, we got this Scales texture mod, we got the Pete's Gauntlet mod, there's a randomizer. I feel like maybe there's some other stuff I'm forgetting, but yeah, this went crazy. And about 22 or so, so honestly entirely possible that we can get Ghost mod, a costumes mod. Oh, I'd love that. I want to be able to play this game with alternate outfits. That definitely adds something new to the experience. Oh, that is vile. Easy recovery, though. How stringent the anti-piracy was, it doesn't surprise me how long it took people to look at the game's insides fully. Yeah, I kind of did. No, you know what? That's okay. I don't want to play Wildflight again. I don't think. We can go crashed. I think that's the reason that Reignited was built entirely from the ground up, as well as they just did not have the code for this anymore. Okay, how high am I? Whoa, yeah, that's pretty high. That's quite good. Save again? Just to be safe? I think so. Evil Spiral alternate outfit. I guess I could make that with the texture hack right now, though. So I can go and back and complete Misty Bog now, because if I remember correctly, I didn't do this whole level last time. Oh, did I? I actually do not remember the slightest. No, plenty of gems left. Okay. Oh, that's quite high. That Pete's Gauntlet mod has me so nervous because I never, a single time, completed Misty Bog. it was, and this is not just purely because of my skills, although that definitely didn't help, but it is because this level just proved impossible, like, constantly. I never got to the end of it. So, playing this normally now feels really good. I really wanted to completely black his eyes out so he just had little eye sockets, but the way his texture works on this model, or at least the way it was unwrapped in this program, is that even if you make the irises black, he still has a weird white ring around them, so that colour must be pulling from somewhere else on the texture. So you can't make them totally dark, but you know, that's still an incredible program that was put out.
Be on the lookout for attack frogs. They are cold-blooded killers.
Attack frogs?
It's so great.
It used to be such a nice swamp.
Why did I not think to do this earlier? This is such a good texture. Is there a mod when you're on a skateboard the whole time and you have to beat the game on a skateboard? There is not, but there is, somebody made a skateboard park version of the second game's opening cutscene. So this is, you know, the kind of odd stuff that people are managing to come up with. I could absolutely not wrap my head around how people do any of these things, but I'm definitely glad that they do them. I'm just here to reap the rewards of other people's toil. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Yeah. I actually managed, and God knows how, because that is an infamously difficult little area. I roll a sparksless run of this, and actually I'm gonna hit the water. And actually managed to get through that room unscathed and got through to the other side. And I don't know how, it was such a fluke. But honestly, these attack frogs have to be the worst enemies in this game. It's just a horrendous hit range they have.
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age.
No, no.
Why, I remember...
Gotta go.
I remember.
Did I actually get all of these, by the way? Yeah, I think I must have gotten them on the last stream I did. Yes, childhood is revisited. Fantastic. Oh, I actually didn't remember that came this far last time. Being in a conscious state that long is messed up. It's a weird implication, isn't it? It kind of takes away, you know, the cartoonish fun of this whole adventure. I've been taking a million years to finish this game. Meanwhile, the dragons are completely aware of everything that's going on the whole time. I could really do with a chicken. That would be nice. I don't think there is one. Well... I'm not even sure what hit me there. I'll just wait for these guys to mow them down. Yeah. I guess that answers the question also as to why nobody helps. Why does nobody help this baby dragon in his adventure to, you know, go beat the big bad guy? And it's because, well, if you were trapped in a statue for that long, you would immediately want to leave and go do anything else, wouldn't you? There's this one anime I saw of where the entire world was turned to stone and everyone was in a conscious state for thousands of years, and one of the antagonists maintained their sanity by counting several billion seconds. That's kind of like a worst nightmare scenario for me. Obviously oh, I go really high up, oh my god. Like, obviously an impossible fear, but still. That's kind of what it feels like. This is such a reductive thing to say. It's almost like an ooh squirrel kind of thing to say, but it is kind of what living with unmedicated ADHD is like. That's what being bored for the slightest, you know, second kind of feels like emotionally. You know what it also makes me think of, though, is that short story by Stephen King, The Jaunt, about teleportation being invented. But the catch is you have to hold your breath while being teleported, otherwise you will actually experience the length of time it actually takes to take you physically to teleport somewhere. And the whole framing device is a father telling his kids how teleportation was invented and how it went wrong in the past. And then the end of the story is the kid decides not to hold his breath and experiences in real time how long it takes the family to teleport for them instantly to a new location, and has gone insane after coming out the other end of it. And that story really messed me up. I would go insane after 10 minutes, absolutely. Why did I leave these other gems behind? The problem with coming back to this level after completing it once is, and you know, it was nearly 2 weeks ago, is I've totally forgotten what I have and haven't done. Oh, wait, oh, that's a chicken over there. That's not relevant to me. Not anymore, anyway. Was it some of the enemies I didn't get? Maybe it was these? No, it wasn't those. Anyone back here? I already got you, didn't I? Yeah. Donk. It's actually kind of nice just being able to take my time walking around this level and exploring it. Not having to rush anywhere. Oh, it might have been some of the frogs in there actually, because I didn't get all of them, did I? I think I ran past a lot of them. I definitely got that one. I think it's in here. Yes, it is. This is going to be a ferocious room. I'm so far away as well. That is going to be an unforgiving room to sweep up those last gems in. I just can't remember what led to me reading that short story either. I feel like it might have been in the context of people talking about what's a horrific short story that has that traumatized you. And, you know, you get a little curious about these things. The sort of bile fascination of, well, this person said it really scared them, but surely it'll be okay if I read it. I guess I can give myself a little checkpoint there if I get absolutely crushed in the room again. Not go back too far. So horrific. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely everyone, yeah. No short story traumatized me because I didn't read any stories, yay. I have read very little, I have to admit. Short stories are quite good for me because of the aforementioned attention span disorder. I actually read a lot more as a child. I kind of got out of the habit growing up, I don't know why. I think my problem is kind kind of a... I don't know if it's if I say a taste thing, that sounds snobbier than I mean it to. It's more like I kind of get concerned about maybe wasting time. I could have been doing something I enjoyed if it turns out to be a not particularly great story or a great film, great show, you know, that kind of thing. I also have a hard time kind of figuring out what kind of literature I even like. So I definitely do like speculative short stories that are sort of these very self-contained, you know, wouldn't that be messed up if that happened sort of approach. That was very close. That would have, you know, it would have been messed up if I just got thrown off that cliff and died. Reading books was new and exciting when you were learning to do it. Now it feels like too much sometimes. I definitely understand that. I cannot remember the last time I sat down and fully watched a TV show. I have actually got on my list, I don't know why, but I was in the mood to do it. I was going to start this week watching Breaking Bad and Star Trek. So maybe I'll get around to that tonight, who knows.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
I keep forgetting he's dead. When it just zooms in like that, look at that. No, zoom back in on him. I want to see this guy. The ribcage effect is so good. I would have liked to have given him full bones, but the way the texture is unwrapped is really interesting, by the way. It kind of, the purple basically just goes across the entire body, and then the other hues in like the body area, the texture is sort of speckles on his. You might be able to see. I zoom in here. Maybe not. I think I widened him too much. But basically, there's sort of like very tiny dots all over his main body, which give him this sort of scaly texture, which is very cool. But it means like the way they've texture wrapped his model is you actually can't really add new stuff to it. But you know, like I said, the fact that you can do it at all and somebody made a very easy program for this is just fantastic. It's also nice to come back to this level properly because this was impossible. This was an impossible one to do. And I'm talking even by like speedrunner standards as well. It's not just impossible for me, although, you know, I'm a bad metric for video games, but it's not like a perfect mod, so it would roll plenty of levels that you just could not complete. You had no hope of doing. I forget where you go from it. Oh, over here. Yeah, that's right. It is very easy to get turned around in treetops. I can't go anywhere here, can I? Oh, yes I can. No, I can't. I'm gonna go back up to the start. Yes. Oh, the floor didn't load in then. I think I need to go back this way. You've been reading Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory, and it's an anthology of breakup stories all from different perspectives. Oh, that sounds interesting, actually. I like an anthology, I agree. I sort of like just to experience vignettes of different scenarios and worlds and people's lives. Oh wait, no, this is the right way. I was gonna say I went entirely in the wrong direction there, but no, this is it. Yes. There's a story about a theme park centered around presidents yet focused on breakup, which is very Linellican. In that way, it can also be Linellican. I can't remember, were you here when I was doing my Deltarune stream and had the incredibly embarrassing Freudian slip of saying, what was that? What was that? I cannot be blamed for that one. What? You saw me run into the whirlwind and it just didn't pick me up. Games are stupid. Yeah, were you here when I was trying to say Lady something and I read the name Linnell in the chat and I ended up saying Lady Linnell instead? That was a fun moment for me. Did I not get this guy? Wait, hold on. Let me get this guy again. Strange. I actually don't know why I came back over here, but can you whirlwind me back this time? Thank you. Do you believe the autograph is... oh, I'm so fast now, by the way. Look at this. This is not the supercharged speed. This is a little wild. Lady Linnell nods. I can't remember what I was saying. It obviously was not that. It definitely wasn't meant to be that. It just did that thing where you're saying something and then you read something else. You know. So yeah, do you think that autograph actually is supposed to be a pelican, or do you think that's just John Flansburgh kind of misremembering something? I guess I can kind of see it. It has the sort of mouth shape of a pelican's beak, but I'm personally on Team Frog, especially with that one where he wrote Ribbit next to it. I think it could be a frog. Yeah, John Flansburgh misremembering something does sound accurate, unfortunately. Where did you come from? Jello's only ever described as animal, so it's deliberately ambiguous. Yeah, that kind of fits more for a minute. It could be anything you want it to be. It could be anything that the receiver of the autograph wants it to be. Oh, didn't realise it did not have sparks. I'm so used to the other mod I was playing where that can just happen.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops. Don't just stop at one supercharge.
That's never gonna get old for me. Unlike Spyro, who, you know, died apparently. I don't know why I said that like he's clearly died of old age. Like that was an option that could happen. That wasn't the correct direction. That wasn't right. Although I can get a really fun supercharge here. Yeah. Oh, can I get all the way back? Oh, nice. The pink blush in his model is... yeah, it's really... I don't know where that comes from. I think that's like a weird lighting in the level because I edited this texture so many times while testing it out before I got to this this dry bones version that I settled on, and that's not present on the texture at all. So I think that's something that because you might have noticed that in cutscenes the model actually changes to have a bit of a yellow highlight instead of a pink one. Oh, so I need to go and open that chest. Although. Actually, no, because I can't come back from there, so I'll do this area first. So that must be something that's not actually part of his texture at all, but it gives him kind of a cuteness. Although I do like the yellow that happens in the cutscene model. That's very fun as well. Let's go this way, and then you go that way. Then you turn back yourself and you go up here. Then you go here, I think? Yeah. Oh, I remember how to do things from my kidhood. Not quite as fun not having Sparks with me for the journey. You know, to gather up all these gems. Well, that's fine too, I guess.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You've learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
I like that the game acknowledges how difficult that was. It's very rewarding to get that dragon. Also the little, like, guilty hands up, like, oh no, don't blame me. Alright, I need to clean up some gems on this side. Oh, and get Sparks back. Yes. I also need to, I almost forgot, I didn't actually pick the dragon eggs up that are in Artisans, because for some reason I totally thought I completed that first world and I haven't. I'm gonna go do that. Oh, this is gonna be difficult to get actually. I'm probably gonna overshoot that real easy, aren't I? Very victim blamey, Spyro. He's like 10 years old, he doesn't have any empathy yet. Kind of curious to see how I'm going to be able to get this. Can I fly right? Yeah, I can fly from here, can't I? Picked up a few tricks doing the old hard mode mod. No big deal. Alright, what happened to my supercharge? What happened to it? Why did it run out? It just expired. Oh, I gotta go all the way around now. It's amazing how it doesn't matter if you perfect treetops. Adding a mod into the mix will just cause new problems. It's amazing though all the years I've been casually returning to this game and then doing like, you know, a couple days of trying to play a difficult mod really well made me hone my skills just out of nowhere. Like really, talking really basic stuff too, not even, you know, speedrunning strats, although a little bit of that. But just things like, you know, oh, how to actually charge glide properly and, you know, get my speed up. It was a lot of fun. Alright, what I should do here, I think, is just do this supercharge, because otherwise I'm going to build way too much speed up. Oh, that was so close. It's just like in the corner. Oh. Third time's a charm, right? Or fifth. I don't remember how long this thing was taking me to do. The weird thing about that other mod I was doing though is it would sometimes decrease or increase the speed. So having the game be a little bit faster, it's sort of given me like a bit of a taste for how it's going to be by the end of this version. Because I'm already used to controlling him going at like 150 speed or something. I don't know when this is going to cap, actually. Because we've still got a fair amount of levels to go, so I don't know how fast and how high Spyro is going to get before this thing is over. Right, so I want to come from... Yes! Okay, now I just have the chest to unlock. Which really, will that have 20 gems in it? I suppose that seems about right. If it has like a... Yeah, that could have like a bunch of 5s in there. Oh, a bunch of 2s. Okay. Nice. Is that everything? Good. Okay, so that's just the boss level left in this now, isn't it? I've been getting through these real quickly. Oh, I have to complete the homeworld as well. I forgot I never actually did this. Let's go through here then. That could have not been, like, more in my eye line. I don't know how I missed that. That was embarrassing. Anything back here? Oh, it's such a high jump. Oh, 90. Where am I missing gems? Interesting. Is it you? It's not you. The next year is about to start. You can make a goal to read a certain number of books. Oh, that's a good one. So that's a fun kind of New Year's resolution as well, though. It's not too demanding or feels, you know... There's not too much pressure on that. You can kind of just enjoy it as a hobby. How many books sound right for year 2? Yeah, 2 sounds pretty good. You just, like, read 1 page a day. Oh, where am I missing this 10? I don't know if that's like in the form of 1 10 gem. Or it's like a... Oh. I saw something over here. I saw that. Ah, it is 1 10 gem. Sneaky. Slightly undignified way of doing it. This level I never did. I feel like I'm talking like about like an X to somebody, where I'm talking about a different mod to the one I'm playing. I just keep focusing on the other mod. Like, wow, Pete's Gauntlet was so cool. But you know, it's just stuck in my mind because that's the experience I've had for the past few days. But this was impossible. This level is something you cannot complete on this mod. It just does not give you enough time. So consequently, I've learned to be incredibly good at Metalhead. Like, just charge right into those fireworks. You don't even need to wait. Who's got the time? Who's got the time to wait for that fireworks basket to explode? No one. You just gotta go in there, you gotta speed. The difference between sitting and watching TV, listening to an album, reading a book, etc. and scrolling is committed engagement. You're absorbing one story instead of several hundred jokes and anecdotes in quick succession. Yeah, I suppose there is the element of that where if you do have kind of a difficulty concentrating on things, you really have to sort of not be, whoa, that really boosts you far. You really do have to pay attention. Sounds like such a scolding thing, but I'm definitely talking about myself here as well, is that you have to be entirely focused on the page and actually have to, you know, use your actual imagination to bring forth the imagery that's in there. And it can be slightly, it's going to sound cheesy if I say mentally taxing, but it is. I mean, reading is enjoyable, but there is more of an actual mental effort put in than to when the images and sound and all that is provided for you, I suppose.
This big robot is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt its power supply.
That was the dragon I always used to think was Spyro's dad when I was a kid, because of the, well, I was gonna say the resemblance, but right now, maybe not. But because he's like the only other dragon in the game with that similar kind of color scheme, my little baby head just decided to make this headcanon, I guess, of, oh yeah, it's totally Spyro's dad. Reading is enjoyable once you get over the 12-foot wall telling you not to, exactly. Like everything, starting is the hardest part. It feels like trying to drag your own brain just screaming and clawing at the walls not to begin anything. And it's things that you completely enjoy, like practicing an instrument maybe, even playing certain video games. Stuff where, if watching a TV show, something where you are making no real effort except just to watch and pay attention. I hate to admit it because it just... You kind of don't want to say that it's true, you want to think everybody else is wrong, but when my internet was out 2 days ago, I did kind of realize that I am somewhat phone dependent. I am a bit of an iPad kid. And nobody wants to say it about themselves. Nobody wants to think, no, I totally don't have an internet addiction, I'm fine. And I was like, yeah, I actually sat down. I actually watched, which I've seen in the past, so that makes things a little bit easier, but I watched the 1951 adaptation of A Christmas Carol, which is about, what is it, maybe about 2 hours long? I sat and watched that because I really had nothing else to do in that moment. I was like, well, I have to engage myself somehow. Oh, I almost got that. What? What? I've never had that happen to me. But there's this really annoying thing where you have to admit, yeah, that's true. I do look at my phone when I don't need to, and I don't watch things as much as I used to, because I have the brain engagement machine in front of me. Yes, I know I don't get out of bed because I'm looking at my phone. Whatever, Dad. Wow, Vin's touching grass. Maybe I should do that. I mean, touching grass is, you know, kind of strong. I was watching other forms of entertainment, you know, aside from the ones I usually have. I admittedly thought you being offline would step you away from a break, yeah. I mean, I actually do, if I say, like, I go outside, it sounds like defensive. No, I totally go outside. I also I actually read those messages in the opposite order. I just realized, sorry, that you, no, you said you thought I was touching grass, but I actually wasn't. No, that's... I was very aware of the fact that because I know that I'm very online. When I couldn't tell anybody why I was offline, I did get a little worried, thinking, oh no, if anyone has actually noticed this, I hope people, you know, I'm a chronic overthinker, so they're like, oh no, I hope people aren't going to be worried and think anything's wrong because I'm not on the internet. So yeah, all that happened is I did have that slightly upsetting revelation of, oh no, I do need to go and touch grass. I love going outside, but it's miserably cold and there aren't as many birds. Exactly! There's no point, so you really gotta force yourself out in winter because there is nothing to do. You know what, I might just go to the vortex for old time's sake, exit the level normally, and feel very accomplished. I need to actually go out and force myself to go birding, I think, this week, because tomorrow's going to be good weather. Sunny and dry. Not particularly cold. Wow, that was quick. I barely had a chance to patch that leak. Jump in the balloon, I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world. No, it's okay. I want to go to, Arson's. I do want to go to Dreamweaver's at one point, because, that is my favourite world, I think. But I gotta do some cleanup. It's gonna kind of diminish my point about touching grass if I say I want to go and do some birding, and I want to go to open my eBird app so I can calculate, you know, my sightings and stuff, but that's fine. That's a good thing. I have OCD, so if anyone is offline for more than 2 or 3 days, if my mind doesn't reasonably assume a break it turns to they are dead. That is exactly why, though. I completely understand. And that is why I was so concerned the whole time, thinking, if I do something really out of character, people are going to be concerned. And then I was like thinking, no, that's kind of egotistical. No one's going to even notice that you're gone. But if they do notice that I'm gone, are they going to be worried? Because I would be worried if somebody disappeared. It's like, oh no. I can't even tell anyone that, no, I'm fine. I'm not even touching grass by choice. Yeah, I didn't get this egg, did I? Can I jump up here now? I bet I can get up here. Oh, I'm so high. This is so good. I'm so fast. You can really tell the difference when you go back to an early level. Okay, what was the other one? Was it, did I never get the egg in Stone Hill? Guess I didn't. 8,000 gems. Tasty. Yeah, that's right. It's kind of a dark thought, but you can't really know whether people are alive or not if they aren't active online outside of confirmation from friends or loved ones. That is something that, no, that's something that's on my mind a lot, because sometimes people don't have that, like, extra support system where, you know, how would anyone be informed that something might have happened to them? There's definitely something that's, I completely get that mindset. But unfortunately, I'm aware that's just making a feedback loop of, like, anxieties, because I'm just like, no, I'm with you. I completely understand. I come from exactly the same place. It's just like in something like that, you know, there was no emergency, so there was no, like, real need to tell anyone what had happened. But I couldn't do. Unfortunately, nothing bad had happened, but there was no outlet because the internet was out for my entire region. So I couldn't have even, like, gone anywhere after, you know, halfway into day 2 just to say, hey, everything's fine. Because there was nothing, and I didn't have any data left. So I was just like, well, I just gotta sit here and wait for it to come back and then immediately do damage control, go online like, no, everything's fine. I promise it's fine. I was thinking, like, maybe people, if they have noticed I'm not there, will just be thinking, oh, maybe they're busy with Christmas prep stuff. That kind of thing. That was my out for, did I get the eggs here? Oh, I did. Wait, do I have every egg? I have every egg. Oh, I can't wait to test what Sparks' gem range is like now. Maybe it just goes back to normal, actually. Maybe that one doesn't go too crazy. Maybe that just kind of evens out. Osnold. We get to go to my favourite homeworld. Love this one. Just everything about the atmosphere and the way the levels are designed. So, one of my main reasons for doing this mod was because it made me essentially stop and smell the flowers and appreciate details I maybe haven't focused on for a long time, if ever. I'm not actually doing much of that now that I'm going real fast. I need to kind of chill a bit. and just look around and enjoy this this level design. I think it's cool too how every new homeworld progressively gets less and less landmass. I guess as the game gets a bit more difficult and forces you to fly over more obstacles. Just overall great sound design. See, I can feel that I'm starting to overshoot now, and I'm gonna have to, like, compensate for that a little bit by pulling back. I think the game will force me to slow down, because otherwise I'll have the opposite problem I did at the beginning of this playthrough, where I end up missing things because I'm going too speedy.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Like 99% sure that one is Clancy Brown, by the way. Very distinctive voice. I did not do that fast enough. See, it just subtly throws off. Like, if you play this game enough, you kind of know roughly where Spyro is about to land, how far you can go. If that speed goes up a bit, it does start to mess you up. Nice job collecting so much stolen treasure, Spyro. Stolen treasure. But beware, Nasty's world is not the most friendly place you will find. Oh, I can already go to the end. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm like not even an hour into the stream. Well, technically I have been streaming for an hour, haven't I? Because I had to restart. So it's been about an hour and 20 minutes actually, come to think of it. Even so, that's not super long. I probably could finish this. Oh, Sparks, I forgot that you were not there. I'm a terrible best friend. This is one of my favourite dragons as a kid, by the way, because of this voice.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done. I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
When I was younger, I was convinced that was the only female dragon in the game. Purely based on the slightly different voice compared to all the other dragons. It's very much like the one I thought was Spyro's dad kind of thing of, wow, look at how this jump is so high. Oh, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? I can feel it already. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun problem. But it is just one of those things where I've just decided to make up an entirely new information about this game. That's just how I interpreted it. Based on no real evidence. This being an area where you had to fly to something, that must be somewhere else.
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
Fly over there? Wait. Okay, I'm gonna take these guys out first. And then see. Oh, I know where the area you're supposed to glide up a little is. It's over here instead, isn't it? God, I don't have to glide with this jump. This feels a little too good right now. This is almost like a calm before the storm, because I know it's going to get really annoying and hard to control. I'm just going to enjoy it while it lasts. That guy was the only female dragon. Was. So that's what happened to them all. Oh, 90? What? Who am I missing? It's always 10 gem. What's up with this? God, this soundtrack is so good. Just when I was saying it's one of my favorite homeworlds in the game. That I see it. I see you over there. I'm not gonna make it though. That's cruel. Yeah, this has just such an amazing guitar riff in it. This game's soundtrack turns me into somebody's like prog rock loving dad. Very much. No, okay, wait, you gotta sit back. You gotta real listen to this this guitar that comes in, this drum beat. Oh, you're gonna love it. I don't remember where those gems were. Oh, they're around here, aren't they? That's right. That's right. They're all the way back here. Hidden behind a wall. The dirtiest video game tricks of all. Now, wait, can I fly right over? No, hang on, let me try something here. Okay. Ignore that. I'm gonna do something else. Yeah, that's not what I meant. I really went all the way around when the gems were behind me this whole time. I just realized that. I just noticed because I thought they were somewhere else and they weren't. I keep seeing posts on Tumblr that are like, that guy who's obsessed with video game OSTs is seconds away from being a prog fan. It's true. Especially when it's something like this game. I mean, the first one in particular just has an amazing prog influence to it. All these lovely synths and sort of rambling melodies that are perfect for these dream worlds. Something you have to listen to again and again. I mean, that opening riff, that is not a riff, but I guess it is kind of a riff. Ah, gorgeous. This level did terrify me as a kid though. Love it, find it incredibly engaging and fascinating. Can I get over there? No, absolutely not. What's like the opposite of Icarus? Like, I had no chance of going over there. Power chord, yes. Lovely. Not riff. I mix up my... I'm not a guitarist, as you see. I'm more of a piano keyboard player, but the riff is more of the, like, reoccurring... What's it actually determined as? Like, combination of chords, I guess? Lick is when it's just played once, isn't it? People confuse a lick and a riff, and I know that they're different.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
I can see how gamers would like music that progresses and evolves. Exactly. It needs to be something that has constantly new sections of it. It needs to be something that prevents boredom. You're going to be hearing this a lot. It needs to not be repetitive, or it needs to be repetitive in a way that stays engaging to the ear. If you're going to be in a level for like minutes on end, especially if it's a difficult one, and you're getting frustrated, you don't want the soundtrack to frustrate you as well. So you need something that kind of brings you on a journey with it. Something that's you can either go for like an ambient sound that's not very distracting, and is more of just a background soundscape to the level.
Thank you for releasing me.
Aha. Because I have to say, you know, for as many years as I've returned to this game, and as many years I've gotten frustrated with levels I couldn't do as a kid, I never once got bored of this soundtrack. Ever. I'll willingly seek it out and listen to it even when I'm not playing it, because it's just that enjoyable to hear. Also, that motif, those notes there, I love those reoccurring throughout the whole game. They feel really triumphant. This game definitely influenced me in terms of my my music taste growing up.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nork.
That's me, all right.
It also might have influenced, I've said this, but like influenced the kind of old man voice. That's like my go-to old man kind of thing, is like, you know, I think you might just be the dragon. It's just a wonderful array of cartoon voices, really. You recently downloaded music from childhood video games to listen to, and Scrobble has been very healing. It is. They're just made to be, you know, of course all music's made to be, well, you know, I was going to say all music's made to be enjoyable, and that's not necessarily true. Like all art, sometimes it can be challenging. Sometimes it can be more of an endurance. We've got things like Hamburger Lady. I wouldn't necessarily say that song's enjoyable, but it's an interesting audio piece. But for games, they have to, you know, remain engaging. They have to be appropriate to the environment. I could definitely have more intelligent things to say about music and video game music if I wasn't using most of my brain to play games and talk at the same time, but I know the point I'm trying to make. I have to say I'm not super into more unobtrusive ambient music in games. I like it to be kind of the focus, because I fondly remember music I heard in games as a kid, and even ones that are intended to be played for hours on end, like Spyro and like The Sims. I still retain what those sounded like, because they didn't really fade into the background. I appreciated them as part of the audio of the game. And in the remake of this, they kind of went for the more modern gaming thing of the music being more of a sound bed to the action. And I'm personally not as into that. They kind of muffled a lot of instruments, stripped things away, made the music overall more ambient, and you need these punchy guitar and drum beats and synths in it, and organ. Organ is a very important part of the Spyro soundtrack. And I don't know, I'm really excited they kind of just did away with all of that. And yeah, I prefer what this game did, what Stuart Copeland did here.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate being trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry, the only one who's gonna be trapped is him.
If there's two things that exist, it is prog and old men. Oh, I see what this game has done to me. I'm starting to feel a little bit of the overshooting now. Wow, that was a good animation glitch.
Thank you for releasing me.
I love music that changes depending on what you're doing and how far you into the level. Yes, the dynamic music. That is a great change. That as games have started to get, they're able to allocate more memory. And they can actually do things like that. They don't have to save loads of space for the sound. I love when dynamic music comes in. The Reignited games did do that, but wow. Wow. I had to sacrifice my gaming power to talk about music. It's worth it. I was right here anyway. There was already a checkpoint. That is what Reignited was trying to do, where I think some parts of the instruments do come in if, for example, Spyro's running or walking or staying still. But I kind of just need... I kind of need it to not be stripped back entirely. I need... could have maybe added more drums to maybe Spyro's running or something like that. Just make it totally flat. I don't know, it kind of kills momentum for me. Yoshi bongos, yeah, that's such a cute, like in Super Mario Sunshine. That's the one I always really associate it with. Is that all of it? Oh, yes it is. That's everything, I believe. Check. 500, 500, 5. Nice fives all around. Into the ooze. I was gonna stop before. Fine. It doesn't look quite as cool, but we'll return home anyway. No, I love music that builds up as you progress something. That's great. Like, is it, I've never played it, but is it Yoshi's Island? Where, the map has more instruments added to it as you progress through the game? That's a great feature. I saw that. I very nearly scooted off the edge of the earth then. Somehow recovered. "22 lives now." I was dying so much at the beginning of this. It's weird that I've managed to accumulate so many. But I think it's only a matter of time before those start dwindling. I think I needed to have built up 22 lives is the thing. There you go. You don't normally care too much for ambient music, but Mysterious from Mario Paint is probably the most beautiful 16-bit ambient track you've ever heard in your life. I'm gonna have to check that out then. Sure. It sounds like the kind of era that I would really like unusual, ethereal music from. I gotta stop charging those things. And also being hit by them. You know what's a game I've never played but love the ethereal soundtrack of, which, you know, is really famous for it and lots of people do, is the, is it the Donkey Kong Country games that have these weirdly beautiful tracks in them?
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
Oh look, I have 6, 7 dragons. I don't think there's anything particularly notable about that number of dragons. Just thought I'd point it out. Yeah, it's the Donkey Kong Country games that have these amazing songs. It's crazy the SNES can do that. Really, I don't know how people manage to do things with certain sound chips from way early on in gaming. Also, another kind of fun thing to point out, at least to me, this is the only gem box for red gems in this entire game. I don't know why they didn't do any others through any other level, but this is the only one. I gotta remind myself I need to come back there for that key box, actually. Because I will forget it. I will forget that that's there. Love to hashtag download hashtag music on my hashtag listing device. Don't we all? Did he shoot that? I think he shot that other bird for me? A chicken? I've never quite known what those are. Honestly. One single red gem. Alright, let's get this in one shot, speaking of one things. Oh, I am God Gamer. I hope. If I go back and I haven't actually done it properly. I'm so easily satisfied.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle 2. See where it takes you.
That emphasis has always confused me. That read, that Lofty Castle 2. Why is it a Peggle 2 read? He says it like it's a sequel. It's supposed to be like TOO, I imagine, but it just sounds like Lofty Castle 2. If Lofty Castle is so good, why did they make a Lofty Castle 2? I went the wrong way. I was thinking about Lofty Castle and I'm dead. You are correct, it's fine, do not check. Yeah, don't look at that. If you turn the stream off before that happened, then I'm actually just really good at video games. Nobody has to know. I don't remember where the chest is. Okay, at least I didn't die this time. Oh, I have the key, don't I? So... I did not forget. I think I did everything I need to do with the supercharge, so... Yeah, I think I'm good in that regard.
Thank you for releasing me.
That's definitely Clancy Brown. I don't know why I'm playing like Spot the Clancy Brown character, but it's whoa. Wow. It's just fun to hear certain voice actors in certain contexts. My controller is stuck in like the forward position. I was desperately wrestling with it as to not die. I really do need to retire this poor controller at some point. I mention it every stream I do. Because the analog stick gets stuck. Stuck stick. And it's causing me to fall to my death so many times in video games. Clancy Brown, no for Spyro and nothing else. Yeah, according to that According to that press kit, Clancy Brown, known for what did it say he was in? It was weird because it was like obviously a pre-SpongeBob, even though he'd been in plenty of other stuff. But they also do that when Tom Kenny was cast as Spyro. There's an ad for Spyro 2 from like, it's either around the time SpongeBob as a series had just debuted or was before that, because I think the first look at it was what, 97 or something like that. But I don't think it had gotten hugely popular in pop culture by then. I think it had taken a few years. So they just do not name-check SpongeBob at all when mentioning that Tom Kenny's on board, which is a really surreal thing because that's, you know, everybody's first reference point for him right now. It would be the first thing that you would mention. Those are always weird little things to think about. And you gently float down. Oh, I have so many gems left to collect. I see them over there. I see them. Yeah, I didn't land on there, did I? I did have to go back to the supercharge area after all. Boo. He's so springy. No, that's not where I want to go. Wait. There we go. Just so turned around in these places. Okay, that should be everything here, I think. Lovely. Yes, it is. For almost 10 years, TMBG weren't immediately known as the Birdhouse guys. No, have you heard? I mean, you'll have definitely heard this. There's an interview from like the year before Birdhouse is released, where their reference point is that Eneng is their most well-known song. And they're talking about that like that's the thing everybody knows them for on the radio. And it is such a surreal thought. And I just kind of like vaguely mention Birdhouse as this I think maybe they play it at shows, but they haven't actually released it on Flood yet. And they just kind of vaguely name check it. Oh, Icy Flight. Yeah, I forgot I didn't go to my flight level first, did I? This is why I really like this homeworld. I mentioned this like in the very first episode of this playthrough. Talking about how this is one of the demo levels that you see on the title screen, and how I've always had a real strong fondness for it. Man, Anning, yeah. Exactly. I had a break from that song. I actually just listened to it today. And I had like a sort of accidental break from it. Not like a tolerance break or anything like that. Not intentionally anyway. But I realised I hadn't actually heard it in a while. And my god, is it just as good as I remember. It's just an excellent song. There's just no complaints there. It is so popular for a reason. I'm trying to imagine what the frame of reference for publication was before punk. The Imagine Giants classic punk album. Like, you know what? You probably could make that comparison with Pink. There's some punk on pink. I don't think that's an incorrect assessment in the slightest. Where the hell am I going? I don't remember where everything is. Okay, wait. Let me do that again. Yeah, like I'm not gonna do it again. Also, why am I asking permission?
Wait, please let me play Icy Flight again. I'll do it good this time.
Rip. Okay, where's that guy? TBG, known for Become a Robot and Sally Boy Candy Bar. In a just world, they really would be. Okay, I think I got it this time. No. I should have gone back on myself in that other tunnel. Oh, no, I think I can get it. I think I can just clutch this, you know. What did I just say? That is the definition of clutching it. 0.9 seconds, was that? Yeah, I gotta remember what interview that is though, and maybe bring it back round later on when I'm done with the stream. Some radio interview from like '89. I didn't do Haunted Towers yet, did I? Where's that's lofty? That's Dark Passage. I think I gotta go all the way back myself, unfortunately. I could go and do... Oh, no, Haunted Towers is up here, isn't it? Gotta do the stairs. It's my favourite level, I've said multiple times, forgetting where everything is. Because if I'm remembering this interview correctly, they say something like, you know, Anna Ing is the one getting all the radio play on the college stations, something like that. And then Birdhouse is just briefly mentioned as this little footnote, and it's so surreal. It's just like, oh, you're mentioning their biggest hit right now. You don't know that you've just said the one. That's just basically an aside. It's just such a surreal thing to think about. Because that is definitely the one in the UK especially. You mention the name They Might Be Giants and people will just immediately, their reference point is Birdhouse. I had heard that so much in the radio when I was a kid. I don't know if it's the first one. I feel like the first one was probably Boss of Me. I think I probably saw Malcolm in the Middle repeats before I heard Birdhouse. It's really funny that became a breakout song after it briefly made JF and JL really mad at each other. Yeah, that's such a sad little fact. I mean, of course, Linnell ends that anecdote with, we made up, we're friends now. But it's such a sad thing to think about. And in terms of, you know, duos and bands, they get along tremendously well. And if they've had big bust-ups, you know, we don't know about it publicly, so as far as bands go, they're doing alright, but I think because they get along so well, It makes it more sad when they actually have disagreements over things. It's like, no, the Johns are fighting. Ugh. You're really like setting off my parasocial levels there. It's like, no, you guys need to get along. Also, Spyro looks incredibly cool with the super flame power up on this skeleton model right here.
Hey, Spyro, all dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
The models are quite threatening head-on like that, like a really unflattering angle. What if they didn't? What if they broke up after that? No flood world. I could take this opportunity to just like drum up an alternate universe fanfiction of what would happen if John Flansburgh had gotten really personally offended at not doing the gated guitar and Anna incorrectly. Okay, you know what? I think the game's putting a stop to me there. Every time I vaguely allude to some sort of like RPF-inspired conversation, something horrible happens in this game. It's just like the universe is going, no, not even as a joke. Guitars breaking over their heads and shooting. It's just... That really reminded me of that typo you made in the this might be a wiki chat, where it's something about wanting John Flansburgh to go insane and just start shooting at people who are mean to him in interviews when he meant shouting. I didn't even realize it was a typo because he should be allowed to do that. Spyro is RPF phobic. Spyro is keeping me sensible, is what he's doing. Spyro is keeping my morals in check. That is to say, my morals, my personal ones. Not necessarily anybody else's, just mine. I think you're right though, I think other bands having disagreements does sometimes involve shooting. You know what's been on my mind, because I've been meaning to re-listen to the album, like I do every year, is you ever listen to any Phil Spector stuff? He produced an absolutely incredible Christmas album, and that's, you know, mostly down to, like, he had a distinctive style of music. But it's also down to the fact that the talent he had was, you know, just a bunch of skilled, incredible people with wonderful voices. But the Christmas album that he put out has that message for him, like there's a spoken word piece where he stops and thanks you for listening to the album, and I always forget it's there and it's surreal every time.
Hold your horns! Here comes Spyro!
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most, Nasty Nork.
He just shoots a random audience member for being annoying like Bugs Bunny. I bet John Flansburgh has had that exact fantasy, and you want to know how I know how? Because when they were performing at the Hollywood Bowl, he was advertising their appearance with that Bugs Bunny cartoon. And I just know he's watched that thing and thought, God, I wish I could do that. Nice. Oh my god, I'm so fast! I'm like losing track of what's going on. Bugs were at the Hollywood Bowl when he did that. You know who performed there once? I'm glad we were on the same page for that. Thank you for listening to my album. Yeah, it's like Mario at the end of Mario 64. Thank you so much for playing my album. But you know, because it's Phil Spector and he shot somebody dead and went to jail. It's really disturbing just to be listening to these lovely Christmas songs by people with very beautiful voices, and he's just like, "Hi, I'm Phil Spector. Thanks for listening to my album." And it's like, "Oh, hey Phil." No. I totally love the album. Don't hurt me. It's kind of a mood. I was gonna say a mood killer. I don't think that's very appropriate of me. Wait, actually, I need to be way easier if I got the super flame for this, I think, rather than trying to charge into it. I know I'm always talking about the passage of time, but it's so weird to me that the Hollywood Bowl performance was already a couple of years ago. Like, I was practically a fan baby at that point. I was just getting into them in a big way when that performance happened, with Sparks there as well, my other past really big favourite band from about 10 years ago. Thank you for listening to my gun.
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
It just, that album, just in that situation, it makes me feel like I'm just standing there and Phil Spector's just standing behind the music I'm listening to with a gun. Like, you like the album, don't you? Yeah, Phil. It's good. Here we are, super flame permanently for the rest of the level anyway. Look at the look at the colour laid over the model. That looks great. I kind of forgot that would happen. I didn't even consider the super flame when I did this. It didn't set off. Look at this. Wait, I keep saying I'm going to stop and admire things. Look at this cartoon box of fireworks. There's a rocket, you know, fun little stuff like that. There's a gem, I guess, and then there's just a bomb. There's just a bomb in this box of fireworks. It doesn't even blow the others up, by the way. That's, you know, are we doing cartoon physics or not? He's turned into a strawberry gummy. That's much more pleasant than what I was thinking of, which was it looks slightly more bloodied skeleton now than he did before. Such a good noise. I'm 444. Oh my god. I'm missing a bunch of gems somewhere. Where is that? Which area have I not explored? I feel like I've been basically everywhere. Did I look in here? Yeah. And there. Here and... Where on earth did I miss? Oh, right. Squelching blood skeleton. In this lovely E-rated game. I just don't know what this game is rated. I'm presuming it's an E. Might be an E10. Or whatever the ratings were in 1998. There were slightly different ratings in those. What happened there? I don't have the flame anymore. Oh. That chest. That's what I was missing, is it? And everything's back. It didn't actually save the progress from where I did it. I guess I can just skip past these real quick. confuse me. I think it was called K to A in the 90s, which is slightly confusing. Yeah, I could see why they changed that. Doesn't really tell you a lot about the rating. Kind of adorable though, in that very— oh, it's a good sound. That's such a good sound. Is that everything though? I hope so, because I'm about to die. Yes, it is. Let's go. There's something in that very, like, video games are still for kids mentality there, where it's like, adults can play this game too. So, am I pretty much done apart from the boss here? Okay, let's have a quick scope over everything. So that is complete, 87%. Very much almost done. I probably could finish this tonight, actually. This is not going to take me long at all. Yeah. Okay. I turned the camera a little bit. Just went miles. Alright. I was hoping there's a way I could use my height to get over there, but I think I've got to do it the old-fashioned way. Nope, that's not the right way. I like when there's vague warnings on e-games that are like cartoon violence and fear. Oh, my favourite is comic mischief. I've never known what that means. Is it just sort of like some disclaimer that they legally have to put in to say, look, this might make your kid enjoy slapstick. We have to say this because otherwise the lawyers will get really mad, or the parents will get mad at the lawyers. I jumped too high now. Okay, I can see where the height problem's coming in. Oh, I can just— okay. Not a great example of it, but I don't even need— I can sequence break so much of this because I can jump so high. Ah, oh, I shouldn't get so cocky. I was going to say I can finish this game in no time, but I just think something's going to trip me up. This might make you want a kid want to hit you with a giant hammer.
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, like the episode of The Simpsons. Everyone's gonna have a Maggie moment. I didn't even see— video games do make you violent because I didn't even need to hit that guy. I had no reason to do that. Wasn't even using him to progress. Because I played too many of those dang video games. Oh, I think I can make that. Yeah. Oh, that feels so satisfying. The variation of the Spyro theme in this level is so good as well. Like that. Do, 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 do. Oh, that's good. What a soundtrack this thing has. Oh. Probably, yeah. I think you can do that ordinarily, but even so. What about, can I go— oh, can I make that? Wait, I want to see if I can charge jump this. Oh, hang on. That is so good. Oh, okay, we're finally back to not playing the game normally. We'll be able to do little exploits again, that's fun. feel like there's a point coming where I'm gonna have to judge those spring chests real carefully, because otherwise I'm gonna jump too high for them. No, not into the lava, please. Did I sweep up everything here? Yeah, going kind of out of order of the level makes it very easy to miss some things. That was very close.
Oh, well, that was also so close.
I didn't even need those fools once. Now who's the fools? Well, you are already the fools, I guess. I, for one, am not feeling the fools. But I'm very cautious as being something that a fool would say shortly before being revealed to be one.
Any advice before this battle?
Advice? A wise dragon once told me, aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Huh?
Oh, I was hoping the camera would stay on him for a moment. We haven't had a decent look, like a zoom in on this guy for a while. I think that's the best I can do in this area. Oh, hang on, the camera's closing in a little bit. What can I say? I'm proud of my handiwork. Also, I have no spark oxygen. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful here, aren't I? This is a lot of precarious jumps that I could easily just run straight over. What happened? I looked over at the chat for a second and Spyro just started drifting. I saw my brother building a cemetery in Minecraft, and instead of saying I'd be buried there, I said I'd die there. That would be convenient. Wow, I have never died to Jacques. That was not convenient that I died there. I might have forgotten that I didn't have a hit point and was just kind of lazing about there, thinking it's fine. And it was in fact not fine. Yeah, like that. Is that it all? Very easy Jacques right there. Wow, it really spits him miles out. Look at how high this is. This is so good. Oh, at the last world already. I should have really put this texture on for the whole game. I need to do this next time I come back to Spyro 1. I mean, I actually could do it for the other two games. I think I'm gonna have to stick with this one, any other Spyro playthroughs I do.
Hey,
Didn't I already free you?
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro, and you are the dragon who must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Nasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Nork himself.
Balloonist is a good job title. It really is. It's something that I'm glad a fantasy world takes advantage of because people don't appreciate the hot air balloon too much in real life. Hack the balloonist. How does one hack the balloonist? Hey, when was the last time I saved, actually? I should do that. It's very much something you know that doesn't really... Like, they're around, you can go to events and stuff, but people don't really travel by it so much outside of the realm of, you know, around the world in 80 days. This level, okay. This is another time where I'm gonna have to bring up the Pete's Gauntlet mod because this level is a nightmare with the handicaps that it sets you. I would roll this level so often and it would give me flameless or chargeless, which means I either couldn't flame these TNT barrels or I couldn't charge my way through the metal ones, and that was hell. This was such... I'm actually going to complete this level and it's going to feel very rewarding to me and only me. Hacking my hot air balloon to take cold air. Oh. That is a good form of balloon hacking. Oh, I could probably just jump right back up there, couldn't I? Wait, okay, did I just see the Family Guy death pose for a second there? Or am I just imagining things? Oh no, I only just saw it for a split second.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
I know it's because they ran out of time. They wanted to do this whole Machinist's Dragon World, but just couldn't complete the game in the time allotted. Oh, I almost forgot that one, hold on. But I think it's cute that dragons you've already rescued reappear in this world. It's sort of like they've been trying to... Wow, terrible, terrible death perception. It's like they've been trying to stop Nasty ahead of you, but got caught again. Even though it wasn't what they really intended to do with the game, I just kind of add something fun to the world that you see these dragons again that you already saw earlier in the game. I would love to ride in a hot air balloon at least once, but I think every single other family member would be terrified of doing so. I kind of get it. Really, though. It's sort of like skydiving, where I'm sure it would be an incredible experience. But just the idea of being that high up and vulnerable, especially if you have a fear of heights, which I do. Just kind of... It's a terrifying experience. Something that's not as bad as that, but again, because of the heights problem, still kind of bothers me, is that, well, it's just like... Sometimes when you kill one of those enemies on the right frame, it just leaves a barrel behind on its side. Kind of cool. Yeah, something that's nowhere near as bad as a hot air balloon or skydiving is, I've kind of always wanted to go on a Ferris wheel, but even though you're protected in a pod, the concept of them has always made me a bit nervous. They just put one up in the city for Christmas, and I don't know, I'm considering going. I think it would be fun, just to try. Wow, I've never done that before. I didn't know that could happen. Sometimes reusing characters and assets is more immersive than using new things outright. A callback, exactly. That's also what you can call it if people accuse you of running out of time or being lazy. You can just go, no, it's because, you know, it's part of the world building. It makes you feel, you know, revisiting old faces. It's all part of the story. It makes the world feel lived in and everything tied together. You love Ferris wheels but never get to ride them. That is sad. Everyone should have the opportunity to. We used to have one in the city permanently. They took it out like many years ago. I think this is why one just came back for Christmas. Is probably like a popular demand. Last time you did it was literally 12 years ago. Wow. Oh, PS1 reference time.
Wow! I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe!
Like that Thomas just stares at him like, what? Spyro, I don't play those video games, I'm too old. What is this Parappa the Rapper? Want to see a fun video game thing? Great. This is why I come back to this thing every year. It's just a nice world to live in, to experience, to be destructive in. I don't know how many times I can just reiterate the point that I like this game's sound design and its gameplay mechanics. But it's always worth saying. I just deeply enjoy the world of this game. Don't make references at me, Spyro. He was ahead of the game. He was being meta before any of the, you know, of the platformer mascots were. Spyro walks so Deadpool could run, I presume. I actually know very little about Deadpool. Hey, can that barrel be, can you hit that from here? Oh, I wonder if... No, there's no way, right? That angle doesn't seem right. Okay, well... Oh, wait, hang on. Hold on. Okay, I bet if you line this up, and I also don't break the world. Oh. Okay, wait, I have to do this properly. I don't think I even need the key for this if I do it right. Nice. Oh, that there's an alternate method you can do that with. That is such a fun thing to add to a game. This would be a cool world unless you were a dragon and trapped in crystal. That is true. One of those games where if the story wasn't actively going on, it actually seems quite nice. Although it depends on what kind of animal you would spawn in as, like if you were an orc, for example, not so nice. But then again, the lore is that these guys aren't, like, real. I mean, they are real. You could argue that they are, in fact, sentient creatures, but the reason they, you know, turn into gems, as it says at the beginning of the game, is because Nasty Knock made these guys out of gems. So they are just living treasure. Like, do they even have lives? Well, I mean, the weird thing is... Okay, here's the weird Spyro lore here. I am missing 5 gems somewhere. That's the weird lore. Where is that? Hello? Oh no, I can't get back that way. So in this game, all the Norks are just made from treasure. But in the second game, you get to the very end and go to a theme park, and the entire place is staffed by Norks. Who are... Okay, good. Good spot. Yeah, drown. That's fine. So it's like... Okay, did some of them just kind of escape the... you know, all of this that's happening right now? Yeah, they kind of didn't really need to give any details as to why. Especially because these are not particularly story-heavy games. You know, the trilogy is just very cartoony. But they did bother to add that. Alright, where am I missing 5 gems exactly? It seems like there should be something at the end of it. I thought it was going to be a whirlwind that takes me up, but I guess not? That must have been something. Like, because I mentioned this game was rushed and there was going to be a whole machinist homeworld and then there wasn't. They had to just scoop this together real quick. It does feel like maybe there was going to be something at the end of that. Okay, I'll just go past these guys. It's gonna be around a wall somewhere, isn't it? Somewhere I've gone past too quickly. No, not there. Or there. I always thought it was like way beyond this point because I play this game so much of missing treasure, but sometimes it still manages to elude me. I bet it's somewhere at the beginning where I kind of skipped over and went the wrong way. Those are the drawbacks to cheating. Oh, wait, is it you? I never got you? Yeah. Oh, I missed that guy. Okay. We can go. Oh, I just remembered you gotta go through the vortex. I've got it's like toasty rules in the first world, where you gotta go into the vortex. You know why I think that is? I don't think the game intends to force you to do that. I think what happens is those heads are copy-pasted, again because of the rush, from the toasty boss head in the first world. And I think they just pasted over the same functions that exist in that first world, so you have to go through the level vortex in order for them to open, simply because they never took that code out of those models. Everything just behaves exactly how the initial one does. I don't think that's ever occurred to me until right now, just because I was talking about how they rushed stuff at the very end there. That's a really weird thought. Well, I can make it. I can make it. I can speed run this. There we go. This, I think I can comfortably say it. This is not as difficult as I thought it would be. I thought there would be more of a problem with jumping too high, but well, seems to be going pretty well. There's only really one more level left lift properly after this. One more level lift. I have plenty of time left to do this as well, so I might just sit around and take it easy and appreciate how cool looking this looks. Also guns, by the way. Like, yeah, you've been enjoying this nice cartoon fantasy world with a dragon running around rolling hills and dreamy landscapes, grenades. It's just so surreal. I brought this up leading up to it, I know, but like, why do they just have machine guns now? Yeah, you're not gonna catch me out with the gems this time. I know where they are. It's just a great visual. Oh, I can get up here if I want to. No, never been up here before. Guns. Like, absolutely nothing like it in the rest of the game. Just this level, just this area.
Thank you for releasing me.
It's just crazy. The whole military vibe that comes in here. And this little dragon's still running about, breathing fire and being cute. Well, I mean, I still think he's pretty cute like this. I have accidentally turned this into a much more edgy experience, very befitting of the 90s, by making him an undead skeleton being shot at with machine guns. Your brother's watching the old Pokemon anime, and it's kind of wild that there's all these powerful Pokemon, but people still carry around shotguns and rocket launchers. Yeah, that's the kind of... Oh, I forgot to, hold on, I need to take this bridge up. There we go. It is surreal in that opening series where they didn't really have a fully established world yet and canon. So they just have normal animals in there, in addition to the Pokemon, and also guns. I don't think a Pokemon game has mentioned guns at all since, if at all, in the original Red, Green, Blue. At least I don't think so. But then, I mean, I've obviously seen that really infamous scene from the episode. I think the Dratini episode, where, you know, this guy just pulls a gun on Ash, a 10-year-old child, and it's like, oh, wow. It is fun when a world doesn't have an established lore yet and they just do whatever they want. Yeah, sure. Fish and rats exist in Pokemon alongside all these weird creatures. Sure, people just carry around guns. It's fine. It's oddly grounding when that happens. What happened? Oh, did I go over the jump a little bit and it ran out? There was one episode where there's this woman who had an army of long-haired twinks in Speedos. With machine guns for no reason, trying to shoot at tentacles, and I was wondering if I was dreaming. That sounds about right for late 90s, doesn't it? Mid-late 90s. What? I'm going too fast. I can't keep up with this. I'm too old for video games now. Gratuitous violence. This conversation is reminding me of, you know, looking through lists of like infamous banned Pokemon episodes, and the Twinks in Speedos is making me think of the one where James enters a swimsuit competition that got banned in America for, well, reasons you would completely expect.
Be on the lookout for Nort Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty intimidating visual, isn't it? Like, I don't care if you have machine guns, this thing comes running at you. First of all, it's already dead, so how are you gonna kill him? Like that, I suppose.
What happened?
Oh, I'm gonna get shot so bad. The inflatable boobs, exactly. Everyone's defining memory from being a Pokemon fan and watching any kind of like
The top 10 Pokemon episodes that were banned.
compilation is gonna be James and his inflated tits. Yeah, here we go. Never mind, just go in the normal way. Oh, I did not dodge that very well. Do I risk it? Do I risk going over with no health? I think so. Yeah. Done. Spyro survived, kind of. Not quite. Yes. Just absolutely steaming through this thing. Gives me time to sit back and check out this level design. This is what I love about the first one in particular, you know? Is this gorgeous lighting, this atmospheric sun, this deep, polluted sunset, this vibrant orange in this industrial environment. It's cool. Look at the lake. Or the sea, I guess. It's not the lake, it's literally a harbour. Just look at the ocean water and look at those metal structures. It is just a stunning game. The series we're watching is a weird case where I think it's the 4Kids dub with the voice actors, but not the censorship of the weapons. But they still call rice ball sandwiches and jelly donuts for whatever reason. 4Kids had such a weird mentality going on. I just don't know if they didn't want to introduce kids to any kind of different cultures, or if they just really thought kids would be that stupid. But yeah, the whole thing of Brock really driving it home with jelly-filled are my favourite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. It's like, you could have just left that in. It would have been absolutely fine. But at least it gave rise to one of the most infamous, funniest little scenes in English dubbing, though. Didn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Also have a similar censorship thing where it's like, these guards show up and they obviously have their arms pointed in a position... Oh, here's Nasty Nog, by the way. Here's the final boss that we're already at. Yeah, don't some guards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Have their arms clearly in the position of holding guns, but they erased them? And the guards say something about, you know, clearly threatening to shoot them, but don't. It's just a really surreal moment. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Also had that whole Banished to the Shadow Realm thing, wasn't it? Which was like, it was just killing you in the original Japanese version. So being speedy just made me get that thief, like, immediately. But I'm going for 120%, so I still gotta do some gem cleanup. Can't just rush through it. There was one absolutely wild line from Brock where he was attracted to a woman in power and said, "I'd let her violate my rights." That's not okay, Brock. Brock, you should have more self-respect, but, you know, I'm not gonna say I don't get it, but what a line to put in your children's cartoon. Yeah, Brock was a weird, kind of... Did I collect every gem here, by the way? I think I did. I don't think there's anything I need to sweep back up. It's kind of nice to extend this fight, though, because otherwise I'm just going to rush straight through the end of this game, and I want to savor it. But Brock's very much one of the classic funny pervert characters, isn't he? I feel like if I went back to the series, he wouldn't be quite as easy to ignore as he once was, but... Alright, here we go, the last stretch. Can I just jump these? Oh, I want to be careful, actually. I don't want to start pulling out any speedrun moves that I do not know. We're gonna take it slow, because I want to appreciate the very last boss of the game. We're not gonna do anything dumb. Like that. Oh, he came back to life!
Sorry I took so long.
Wow, so that was Spyro's whole journey.
Ganasty Gnork.
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Ah, well, I'm not done quite yet. Still one more bonus level after this. Well, why not have a... Should I skip the credits now, actually? You know what? I actually can't skip the credits. Okay. They don't let you skip them. I honestly admire that. I was going to skip them so we could watch them later, but I guess it could always end the stream on the later credits, so... Here's a lovely fly around the levels that I've always really liked. Love when games do this at the end, and you get to look back and think, oh, I remember that. It seems so long ago. It just ties everything nicely together. I could not praise this game enough. It seems like such a simple thing. There's no big overarching plot. You know, there's nothing... All of the gameplay mechanics are things that have been done since and improved upon, but I just think the gorgeous limited palettes in these worlds, how cohesive all of the colour choices are, how nice the sound design is, how well the game controls, even in this slightly weird modded state. What a good game this is. Stuart Copeland, yeah. And I would recommend looking up that PlayStation Underground interview that he did. Clancy Brown, there he is, and Carl Zalazraki. All the Nickelodeon guys. Michael Gough, I actually don't know what he's from. Michael Gough from real life. To my knowledge, I've never heard him in anything else. I like how the text in the credits explodes. Yeah. This kind of like rotating... Well, it does actually rotate in the credits. But I like this font. This golden embossed, like... Properly like something you could make in Photoshop real easy. With the emboss feature. I like that. Wow, remember being in Wizard Peak? Derek Power, it's a cool name. Ryan Beveridge. That's a great name. He actually did some of the music for Spyro 3. But you don't get to see all of the levels because we're returning home. So, 99%. Also, Spyro died again, apparently. RIP.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
That is 80 out of 80 dragons. Do I have 100%? God, imagine if I opened it and I just didn't. Get ready and oh. Nope. 100. All of them. Every single one. Nice. Let's take a quick save. And go right in. The original name for this level in the prototypes was Nasty Booty. I just enjoy that fact. Wow, 29 lives. I did not lose a single one. It's so weird. Oh, look at this. I can do this level totally out of order, by the way. What's great is, oh, I can still feel drowning. Did I just lose a life for that? 28 lives. I have 28 lives. I am 329 in line. What's great though is I can remember the first time I actually played this and realized you could free fly in this level and how good that feels. It's kind of how this mod has made me feel. Also, I need to get some like really good height somewhere there, so I can take advantage of the height thing. Where should I go from? Yeah, like this maybe. Whoop. Oh, can I get up there? No, maybe not. Gorgeous this lady is in this lava pit. And this has an amazing keyboard solo, right? Get ready. Get ready. Now. Nice. This is definitely a track that once I become absolutely cracked at the keyboard, I want to learn Nasty's loot. Lasty's newt.
Key.
Oh, there's some good lag happening here for some reason. I don't think I can actually gain height, weirdly enough. Maybe I'm not able to use my little mod outside of... Yeah, maybe it knows. Oh, yeah, it actually lowers me. It knows when you're too high up. Game knows I'm breaking it. Ah, well. We'll just play properly. Can I just about get up there? Aww. I was so hoping. Well, actually, I wonder if I can do this. Maybe I can get up here. I think my my reward should just play the game properly. I need to stop like trying to do little exploits. So he comes through the pipes here, and you get him. Nice. I'm gonna leave those rockets till the end, I think. Way more fun that way. Whoa! Literally playing with fire right about there. I think you need to do it like there's faster ways to. Oh, okay, there's faster ways to do this, but you need to like take a good couple laps, and you know, not hit anything. And that's when you get this guy. You will eventually catch up. I don't seem to be as fast flying as I am on the ground. I think I'm closing in. Just gotta be patient. This game was about getting really fast and flying really high up, but now it's just about pacing yourself. But also, really good door here. Well, Sparks' range really does improve. What if you were a Nork and you were a living, breathing being with an inner world, but you were made of someone's life savings and they wanted it back? Well, Spyro is posing deeper philosophical questions more so than I imagined. Also, my brain has gone entirely dedicated to collecting treasure and doesn't remember what words are anymore. It's like, seriously, these things, I mean, are they alive or are they just working? I suppose that's a question we could ask of ourselves. Because we saw those guys on Twilight Harbor. They had guns. And we saw those guys in North Cove. They had jobs. Do they know? Do they know what they're doing? Do they have rich inner lives? Well, I guess the ones in the second game work at a fairground, so... Do you think Spyro kind of let those ones live? He didn't want to, you know, kill them for their money. Wow, maybe the world of dragons is a lot darker than I'd imagined. Okay, I think I scooped up everything here. Also, good portrait at the end of the level here of this. This really compressed texture portrait of Nasty. Wonderful. I think that might be it. I think that is every single gem in this game. That's my birthday. 2,000 out of 2,000. That was not very dignified. We'll ignore that. That one didn't quite work out so well. There's nothing else to collect. That's it. It's like bounty hunting, but the target is the reward. That's kind of the whole thing of this whole game when you think about it. The mission is go and recover the treasure. And you have to kill these guys to get it. Wow. This game, maybe video games are quite violent after all. Oh, come on, there we go. Ah, look at this. Look at this combination of, like, you got a little bit of the artisans in here with the fairy tale castles and then the industrial vibe of the final world. That skybox, that sickly green skybox is beautiful. One more loop for the road. Yeah. Okay, well the music's fading out, so then it's a sign to go.
Spyro the Dragon, you
Hey, I know that guy.
Orc collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob.
And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Nasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Now you get to see the secret extended credits where they named more people. I'm pretty sure it's just the exact same people, but it does make it feel like if you don't 120% the game, people are not going to see your name. The greatest treasure is the spiffy shades. It's so 90s, isn't it? It's great. Ah, so good to come back and complete Spyro 1. I can't believe I actually didn't do it last year. I do pretty much revisit this, or aim to, roughly every 12 months. But no, pretty sure my run of the Japanese port was like maybe 2 years ago. But that's this one done for a bit. Mark Cerny, yes, didn't even know who that was somehow. And I had watched, like, that PlayStation Underground interview I mentioned, he's on it. But I hadn't watched it since I was a young kid, and I guess I just never took notice of his name. Oh, I thought the kerning was really weird on that person's name. I thought it just credited Am I Blur. 989 Studios. And Stu Copeland, again, of course. Yeah, wait a minute. You know, the greatest treasure is the spiffy shades. Where did he get those? Did they make shades? I guess they are artisan dragons. Oh, good. Icy flight. Just something about that one. Very appropriate for the season as well. Just the warm lights in the wintry atmosphere. The texture's kind of melting a little bit there as the camera goes past them. Best skybox in the game, I think. That really intense sunset. Wow. It's like we were just there. Remember back there? Remember when we did Twilight Harbor? Remember Jacques? Very anticlimactic credits too. They just kind of stop. They don't fade out or anything. It's just like, anyway, you saw the names. God, look at how high I can jump now. Just screw that guy for no reason. Look at this, I can actually get up here. Well, I can almost get up here. I couldn't even jump this ledge. it's so springy. I couldn't jump this ledge when I first started this mod. And now you're just like miles up into the stratosphere. Just remembered writing a story in 4th grade where you had a snake character that found a treasure chest, but they set off a trap and the only thing they could recover was a pair of sunglasses. Do you still have that story, Chockington? Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just about to say. I can't believe Toby Fox ripped you off. Well, probably should save that game. And there's all my progress done. 120%. 40,000 gems and 80 dragons. Look at that, look at that, that is delicious. All those eggs. Terrace Village, really just almost, the font almost doesn't work there. It kind of closes, it's very close to the 4. Encroaching on the 4 a little bit. A little too long almost. There's everything done. Ah, what a good game. I'm glad I did this mod, this was a lot of fun. Even though the most challenging aspect of it was at, you know, within the first couple worlds, that was a great experience. It's putting me in the mood to like stream a Pete's Gauntlet sometime, but I'll give it a buffer of a few months. I don't want to I want to pace myself on some Spyro, not make it too much of a glut. You know, actually enjoy the game. I do in fact have the story still. I wish I could show Toby just to see what he'd think, but he's unimaginably busy. I think you should try anyway. That might be fun. At least to share it somewhere and have people know about that. It's bound in a hard butt case. Oh, I love that. Where's somewhere I can park Spyro? That's very Oh, can I get him up? Wait, can I boundary break this? I bet I could, couldn't I? Why have I not tried doing this yet? I guess I haven't really been back to Arson since the jump got crazy high. Maybe. Hold on. Yes! 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 No, that's good enough for me. Look at him go. Oh, okay, that's whoa. Okay, that was cool. What else can I get onto? Wait, can I get onto can I get onto? Oh, when I was a kid, I always wanted to get on the hedge maze. Oh, okay, this is a fun sort of childhood dream come true. Not my total childhood dream, otherwise that would be unimaginably depressing. Hehehe. Oh, that's not solid. Hey! What happened? I better be careful, I only have 27 more lives. Oh, cool, you can get up here. Wait, does this have collision? Oh, it kind of does. Collision goes up pretty high. Is it obvious when I never actually want a stream to end? I just keep finding excuses to do more BS, to be honest.
What if I go over here?
Oh, that has collision. Oh, okay. Oh, that doesn't. Man, the inside of that whirlwind tower is beautiful as well. You always wanted to run on the hedge maze in Toontown, but no, the collision is in the way. That's why boundary breaking stuff is so much fun. There's just something deeply enjoyable about being able to do that. Get where you aren't supposed to. Where the game says you can't go and you're like, whatever, I don't even want to do it anyway. Where else can I go in this thing? I want to explore more places. Oh, I bet I could get up here. I bet this is such an easy jump. Hold on. Wait. I know. No, I can charge it. I can totally charge it there. I think. This one lower? Oh, that one's lower. Okay. Are you solid? Hey. Okay, the thing about walking up on this hill is I don't know where this collision is going to end. Oh, okay. There, apparently. Oh! Hey, what's over here? Oh, it's, okay. Okay, I really should close up the stream. I literally have nothing else to do in the game. This is just fun for no reason. Oh, can you get on top of those waterfalls? I always wanted to get on those. Okay, if I can get to the top of these, then I'll finally close up. I'll finally stop. But if I go over to... Yeah, I need to get up on these hedges. Maybe? I bet there's a way up there. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there actually isn't a way up there. I bet if I really worked at it I could, but... Well, I've been going for like 2 hours and 40 minutes now, I should really stop, so... Let's just park him up here. And that's a fun end to this weird mod. Oh, you can actually see all the way over there, that's cool. The portal actually renders that far as well, that's weird. Yeah. What a fun little mod this was. And I really want to use this Spyro texture skin more in future playthroughs and streams I do. But I'm gonna leave it now. I'm gonna leave it there for now, actually. I'm gonna leave it now. I'm gonna leave this alone. Yeah, really fun game, really fun mod. Good streams. Always good to hang out over these games. Yeah, thanks for watching and joining and turning up for this. Always fun. I guess I'll come back with another one probably sometime before Christmas, then maybe take a little break after that. But I'm gonna stop this one here for now. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.